he's been and he's gonna continue to do. They were really aggressive with their defense, out denying a lot of things, and he found some lanes to be able to go attack the basket, made good decisions with it, finished strong, had a really good game, scoring and also dropping things off and hitting teammates, getting some assists.
And, Coach, another guy that was just very impressive on Saturday, Isaac Jackson, of course, suffered an ankle injury late in that game against Butler. It was kind of a game-time decision on if he was even going to get to play, and he went out there and had 15 points, 12 rebounds, 4 steals, just same old Isaac on another given night.
Yeah, just a lot of toughness there. Even the day of the game, I was asking him, and he kept saying, I'm going to play, but he was limping around while he's saying that. And then, he got taped up, and he was doing his rehab work while we were out there, and, just a tough kid that goes out there and gets another double-double on a bad ankle like that. And, he's going to obviously play tonight against Seward, but he's been really limited in practice the last couple days. But he'll get out there and he'll do what Isaac does. He's going to give great effort, and he's probably going to rebound the ball well for us, and he's going to guard hard.
Oh, and Coach, something we talked about briefly last week, and it's obviously no surprise to Red Raven fans, but like you said, his elite-level rebounding, he's such a versatile defender. He can guard any position from guard out down low to a 7-foot center. We've seen him on 7-foot centers this year. But just what he brings, his scoring starting to come along a little bit as well. But like you said, his rebounding, his leadership, his defense, it's a guy that you really need out there on the floor for your team.
Yeah, and the leadership part, what he does in the locker room, the energy that he brings in the locker room, the things that he says in the locker room, it's things that people don't see. But, just like the other day at Northwest Tech, we ended up winning by, a good amount, 15 I think it was, but it was closer than that, and there were timeouts, and Isaac, was just bringing the energy to his teammates about, we ain't letting this one slip by, everybody's got to do your job, and was just saying the right things over and over, and in the locker room at halftime, and when you get that kind of guy that's a leader like that plays as hard as he does, the other guys want to follow it.
And that's something that I think, I'm glad you brought that up because like you said, it was much closer than the 15-point final score showed. There were moments in that second half where Northwest Tech was chipping it down to 5-6 points, even I think got it down to 3 at one point. And we saw earlier this year against NEO here at Nellis Hall, as well as the game against Butler, your team have a lead, and the opponents start to kind of slowly chip away and eventually overcome your team late in the game. And it was nice to see your team kind of learn from those experiences. And every time Northwest Tech tried to make a run or tried to chip away, your team had a response. And that's encouraging.
Yeah, we were in foul trouble. We were shorthanded. Charles didn't make the trip. Charles Caparosa, he was sick on Friday morning and didn't make the trip with us. BK still isn't playing. He's got an MRI on Friday. Kimboy has still got a banged-up ankle. Isaac had his bad ankle. We were pretty limited on personnel. And then we got in foul trouble. And there's still over 12 minutes to go in the game. And Brian's got 4 fouls. And Janai's got 4 fouls. And CJ's got 3 fouls. And so we had to play some guys. Desmond Marshall got in, played some for us. Gio Walton, he played 7 minutes and then ended up fouling out in 7 minutes. But, we were playing some different lineups out there, just trying to maintain. And I was proud of the guys the way that we were able to, down the stretch, be able to hold on to the lead and expand the lead.
Well, and as if a trip out to Goodland and playing a scrappy team wasn't hard enough, there were 75 combined free throws in that game.
It was brutal.
It was wild. That second half felt like it took like 90 minutes. I can't imagine how long it felt like for you. But
yeah, it was an interesting game from the officiating side of things. It's guys that you don't see on a regular basis. We don't see on a regular basis. Unfortunately for Northwest Tech, they see those guys. And it's tough, but we see them once or twice a year when we go out to that part of the state, and it was interesting. some of the calls that were made.
Coach, you take on Seward County here in your final conference game before the break, and the Saints come into this one with a 1-3 conference record. Do have some good depth of scoring. They have 3 different players that all average 11 a game, and they have a couple other guys that average 7-8 points a game. So good kind of depth on the offensive side of the ball, but what do you see from the Saints as a team?
Big, long team that plays a matchup zone. They try to take some things away. They play very aggressive with it, trying to deny things. Their lineup that they've been going with goes 6'6", 6'7", 6'10", 6'10". So they're long on the back end of their zone. And so, yeah, we just got to do a good job with our spacing and how we go about attacking this zone. And then obviously, just like we talk about a lot, we got to make some shots. Offensively, there are a lot of spread, one-on-one stuff. I'm thinking that we'll probably be able to guard what they're doing down there, but we're going to have to be on it and just do a good job on the offensive end and score some points.
Coach, a guy that is a returner from last year's team, their top returner, Blessing Kimball, who had a slower start to the season, has struggled with his shot the first couple games of the year, but since conference play started, he's really turned it on, averaging 15 points a game, shooting over 50 or almost 50% from the floor. So a returner for that team. Obviously, they're going to be feeding him the ball a lot offensively. He seemed to be kind of their primary offensive weapon in conference play. So who do you see kind of as some of the matchups for him?
Yeah, he's kind of a bull, just a hard-nosed, 15-foot and in guy, 6'7", strong body, draws a lot of fouls. It's going to be Chris, it's going to be Isaac, could be CJ some. Charles is going to play tonight. Charles may be on him some, depending on switches and stuff like that. So, it's going to be a number of different guys that'll be guarding him throughout the night, and we just got to know where he's at because he has been scoring the ball well since conference play started.
The Seward defense has not been one of the better ones in the conference yet this year, giving up about 80 points a game on the season, about 75 a game in conference play. And obviously it's been discussed, some of the struggles your team has had offensively to start conference play, but getting to the free throw line, having a W on the road, maybe kind of gives those guys that weight off the shoulders, but a chance, obviously, if you execute the game plan to maybe have some success on the offensive end tonight.
Yeah, we're hoping. It's kind of the same mindset that we went into the Northwest Tech game. Northwest Tech starts out in a zone, and it's 1-3-1, which is a little bit similar to what we're going to face tonight, but we did a good job with our spacing and moving the ball early, and we made some. Janai got off to a good start. He had a couple threes early, and got the guys energized, and hopefully, we can get off that same kind of start tonight.
Red Ravens look to win back-to-back conference games, ending the first half of the season before the winter break, and they take on Seward County here tonight at Nellis Hall. Coach Jay Herkelman, good enough to join us. Thanks, Coach.
Red Ravens getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight from Nellis Hall. Big thanks to Coach Herkelman for joining us before tip-off. I'm Shane Eels. Cade down alongside with me. And Cade, the Lady Ravens put on quite a show in Game 1. The boys got some expectations to live up to here to try and complete the sweep.
Yep, they are. Women's coming off of a big win for them, and the boys trying to do the same for them.
Starting lineups here for the Seward County Saints. Number 5, Carson Bennett. Number 11, Amir Whitlock. Number 12, Kobe McGowan. Number 23, Blessing Kimball. And number 30, Nathan Jones. And Cade, something we talked about with Coach Herkelman, Blessing Kimball, a returner from this team, averaging 15 points a game in conference play. He's going to be the tough matchup for this Raven team. He is the leader of that Seward County team.
Yep, it's going to be a challenge, starting off early, trying to get some momentum and steam, and trying to pull away out here with a win.
Starting 5 for the Ravens, the 5 we've grown accustomed to seeing over the last 2 weeks. Number 1, Javen Kofer. Number 4, Janai Summers. Number 5, CJ Smith. Number 15, Chris Carroll. And number 23, Isaac Jackson. One more time as we get ready for tip-off. For Seward County, it's Bennett, it's Whitlock, it's McGowan, it's Kimball, it's Jones. And for the Red Ravens, it's Kofer, Summers, Smith, Carroll, and Jackson. Ravens enter 5-5 on the season. Of course, suffered 4 losses in a 5-game stretch that set them back a little bit here in the early stages of the season, but they get the big win over Northwest Tech. And something we talked with Coach Herkelman about, Cade, you able to win tonight, you win back-to-back games and go into Saturday's game, the last game before break at 6-5. If you're able to end this first half with 3 consecutive wins, going into the break at 7-5 feels pretty good.
Yep. And again, getting that big win before going into the break, again, good taste in your mouth. You're practicing, getting ready. You have that good form. Coming off of what would be 3 wins here. Big for this Coffeyville team.
Carson Bennett, Blessing Kimball, the 2 leading scorers for this Saints team. It will be Jackson and Jones. Jones a little bit bigger than Isaac at 6'10", but of course Isaac's athleticism makes that 6'7" look a whole lot like 7'1". Isaac playing on a little bit of a banged up ankle, but that didn't seem to bother him much against Northwest Tech. Tip off, here we go. Isaac Jackson wins the tip. Raven basketball, Seward and Coffeyville. Final conference game before the break. Kofer trying to get it down low to Chris Carroll at the free throw line. Handoff Jackson. Jackson attacking Jones. Plants the feet, gets it to Kofer. 15 to shoot. Javen had 24 on Saturday. They work it around to Janai. Good wing defense here by Seward, and a foul early against Carson Bennett for the grab on Chris Carroll. And of course, Chris Carroll, the leading scorer for the Ravens. He's 5th in the conference in scoring, but Carson Bennett, their top guard, Cade, he averages 12 points a game. That's big if he picks up a second foul.
Yeah, especially, you don't want to pick up those fouls early. We're almost not even 30 seconds in. And
Summers for 3, well, a little bit strong there. C.J. Smith on the glass, had it blocked from behind by Nate Jones.
Pick up a foul, that's one less you got to work with, in the long run. That can really hurt you if you foul out.
Absolutely. Carson Bennett works it to Kimball. This is now McGowan. Seward County plays a lot of ISO man. And now we see Amir Whitlock. 10 to shoot. This is Jones, corner 3, tough shot, and he missed it. Rebound Carroll. Both teams come up empty on their first possessions of the night. Kofer hands off Summers. Summers to Carroll. Extra pass, C.J. Smith. Smith with a nice pump fake. Back to Carroll. Good look for 3. Chris Carroll can't hit it. Rebound Janai. Offensive rebound by the Ravens. They find C.J. C.J. goes up and lays it in. Janai with the offensive rebound and second chance points. Such a big part of this team. And a great finish inside by C.J. Smith.
Yeah, second chance points will be big here, getting the offensive rebound.
Whitlock going to the baseline, and that'll be a foul call against the Ravens. That'll be on C.J. So 2 key players for both teams each pick up an early foul. One by C.J. Smith for the Ravens, one by Carson Bennett for Seward County. Inbound goes to Bennett. Bennett, quick 3, and he missed it. No hesitation there.
No, catch and shoot almost from there. Just trying to get that 3-point and respond to Coffeyville first score.
Ravens lead 2-0. C.J. hands it off to Janai. They try to get it down low to Jackson, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, just too much on that. Just let him and put too much power, and then just slips out of his fingers.
And Isaac can jump out of the gym, so if he can't jump and make the catch, it was too high.
Yeah.
The drive by McGowan, hands it off to Bennett. Bennett off a screen. Isaac Jackson switches on. Something so dangerous about Jackson, he can guard anyone from the point guard to a 7-foot center. Gets a hand in the face and blocked that shot. Kimball kept it alive. Carson Bennett, great look this time, and he missed it again. 0 for 3 for Bennett out of the gate.
Yeah, that was a nice block there. It almost looked weird from this angle because he got just a barely finger on it. Oh, and another block.
It's been a block party tonight at Ellis Hall in both games.
The game before with a whole lot of blocks. We got 2 in the first 2 minutes.
That was Nate Jones saying no to Isaac. Bennett 0 for his first 3, now swings it right. This is Kobe McGowan. Blessing Kimball, first time he's had the ball tonight. Nice find to Jones. Got Jackson in the air and ties the game.
Seward's first score of the night, yeah.
Great start to the game on both ends for Nathan Jones. They work it ahead to CJ. CJ attacking, got a first step. Had it poked, it will stay with the Ravens. Out of bounds off of Bennett. 3 minutes into this one, it's 2-2, and if the early indications are correct, we're going to have another defensive battle here in the nightcap. Kofer got to get it in. He finds Isaac. Isaac guarded closely by Jones. Kofer. Javen pass to Janai. Nice fake by Janai. Janai splits the double team, goes inside.
Nice drive, beautiful finish right there.
Janai Summers, the Evansville, Indiana product.
Seward passing the ball around here.
Double team comes from the Ravens. Pass intercepted by Carroll. Chris going coast to coast and draws the foul. And Katie looked like Jabari Tiller jumping in front of that pass.
Oh, yeah, just making that steal, trying to go all the way down coast to coast. And, well, they'll take that foul. And it's, 2 team fouls for Seward right now.
And that foul was on Nate Jones. So Bennett and Jones, 2 of their very key players, both with early fouls. Chris Carroll at the free throw line. First one is good. Carroll comes into this one fifth in the conference in scoring, He leads this team in free throw shooting. Carroll averaging about 17 points a game, and we see Brian Griffith come in for the Ravens. He's in for CJ Smith.
Looking to make it a 4-point lead.
Carroll knocks it down. 6-2 Ravens, 16:38 to go. 2 points for Summers, 2 points for Smith, 2 points for Carroll.
Sharon Deuce is out here today. Everybody gets 2 pieces.
Ravens by 4 early. Bennett hands it off to Kimball. Kimball, nice move. And he's cut off by Carroll. This is Whitlock. Whitlock trying to get it down low to Kimball. Carroll trying to stay in front. Double team comes. Bennett. 10 to shoot for the Seward County Saints. They can't really get anything going here. And this is now Malachi Cunningham. Cunningham in trouble. Gets it off to Whitlock. 3 to shoot. Very tough shot, and he drilled it. What a shot.
He had 2 people on him, smothered in the coverage, still gets it in. Nothing but net there. Didn't even touch rim.
Summers the drive, the kick to Griffith. Griffith the pump fake inside. Back to Janai. Janai trying to get inside, goes up, draws contact, and nearly got an and one.
One of those, hits one side of the rim, swirls around, pops back out. Just so close from getting an and one. But,
foul.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
You're not mad getting the trip at the free throw line for 2.
Foul is on Whitlock. It will be Janai Summers going to the free throw line. First media timeout at game 2. Ravens 6, Seward 5. It's Janai at the free throw line when we come back in 60 seconds on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network.
And providers focus on ways to keep you and your family in good health, as well as care for them when they're not. Our family medicine and women's health physicians are accepting new patients. We have convenient office locations in Coffeyville and Independence with extended and Saturday hours in Coffeyville. If you need a physician or need to make an appointment, please call 620-688-6566. That's 620-688-6566.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313.
15:51 to go, first half. I'm Shane Eel. Kate Dowd alongside with me. It's Janai Summers going to the free throw line with the Ravens up 6-5 early in this one. And Ravens have played good defense so far, and 3 of the 5 points scored by Seward was on a heroic 3 from Amir Whitlock, spinning, firing, and through a double team and hitting a shot on a possession that looked lost for the Saints.
Especially looking at it from right here, it was a beautiful shot, beautiful finish. Seward is looking for that, especially they were down. I think, 4 points?
They were down 4 at that time, yeah. And Summers at the line, knocks down a pair. Good to see. This Raven team has been very solid at the free throw line this season, and good to see a 4-for-4 start. What a catch by Cunningham.
Threw a bit high pass there, but, still take it in.
A lot of good athletes on this basketball floor tonight. This is Whitlock. Ravens 8, Saints 5. Kimball. We have not seen Blessing Kimball really attack yet tonight. He finds Cunningham in the corner for 3. That shot is off. Battle for the rebound collected by Isaac Jackson. Ravens coming the other way with a man advantage. Kofer back to Griffith. Griffith couldn't quite control the pass, and the Ravens have to slow it down. Carroll the fake. Carroll cut off by Cunningham. Summers again attacking. Cross-court pass and ends up near Coach Turner in the third row of the stands.
Yeah, too much on that. Threw way too high over in the stands.
Well, that pass very close to hitting Sierra McBride, the assistant coach for the girls team. And Sierra, funny enough, the all-time assists leader at Fort Scott Community College. And she just about got an assist there from
almost,
Janai Summers.
It was going to her.
Kimball trying to attack Chris Carroll. Spin move, Kimball, the kick to the corner. Cunningham tries again and missed again. Rebound Jackson. And is that a foul down low? Yes, it is.
So he pushed off there, almost got that rebound, trying to nudge him out of bounds. Seward trying to get the ball, but no, he gets docked for that.
And I would say 96 times out of 100, you go up for a rebound with Isaac Jackson, you're losing that battle.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Seward's got 14 fouls, and we're only 5 minutes into this half.
Janai Summers down low. This is Isaac to Griffith. Griffith sends a deep 3 and got it! Brian Griffith, the all-time leading scorer in the history of Owensboro High School, knocks down a triple. Ravens by 6, and a timeout taken by Seward. We'll keep it here. But a guy, one of these, we've seen these young players for Coach Herkelman this year. 11 freshmen on this team. Janai Summers, C.J. Smith, Brian Griffith, Javen Kofer. We see the talent that they have, but we've seen a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Brian Griffith struggled with that shot at times this year. Good to see him knock down that first one.
Yeah, just trying to get the chemistry together, starting to try and, put some wins together. They're trying to do that today and start a win streak before the break.
Absolutely. Only 2 unbeatens remain on the men's side of the conference, the Cali Tigers and the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. And what's crazy is, the Ravens, like we said, dropped 4 out of 5 games. And if the cards fall right for them tonight, they could walk out of Nellis Hall tonight in 3rd place in the conference.
Oh, yeah, again, every game is big. This one is just especially big, coming before the break. Trying to get into that prolonged bye with a win. You just get that momentum, because that's all this is about, just trying to get momentum.
Ravens by 6 as we come out of the timeout, 11-5 following the 3-point shot by Brian Griffith. The drive, Whitlock blocked by Jackson, got it back, trying to create some space, and they want to travel. They don't get it. Ravens try to keep it alive, and Jackson finds Kofer. Here comes Coffeyville the other way. Griffith looking for Summers. Great look for 3. Janai in and out. Carroll on the glass. Knocked 2 Seward County Saints to the turf. Griffith, Summers, extra pass. Carroll, it is a little bit strong. But I like the energy the Ravens are playing with right now.
Especially coming off that block, going down, trying to get some points.
Feels like the Ravens are a step ahead of the Saints so far tonight. We'll see if that continues. Kimball working on Carroll, spinning, jump shot good. Blessing Kimball, who's been this team's leading scorer in conference play, has his first 2 of the night. That was a pretty move. Chris Carroll, a good defender. That was just better offense.
Well, yeah, I got to tip my hat to that. Just 2 high-caliber athletes going at it.
Janai Summers with it. Janai looking for a pass, finds Griffith. 12 to shoot. Ravens by 4. Kofer. Kofer had 24 on Saturday. Have not seen him take a shot yet tonight. Griffith, nice move, gets inside. Bryant throws it up and got it. A quick 5 for Griffith off the bench, and the Raven lead back up to 6. The freshman looks strong. As we see Alvin Cole move to the scorer's table. Cunningham to Kimball. They work it around to Whitlock. Now Bennett. Quick ball movement by the Saints. Bennett guarded very closely. 10 to shoot. Kimball trying to attack Summers. Blocked from behind by Carroll, but a foul. And the Raven bench can't believe it. That was bang, bang, Cade.
That looked clean. Oh, no, they're calling on 4 there.
Looks like you're right. They did call it on Janai. I thought that Carroll block was about as clean as it got.
Oh, yeah, it was just, again, one of those, almost like it's kind of operates almost like a chop block in football. You know, you got a guy going at the top and a guy comes in from another angle. They're going to call the foul on the guy who comes second. So.
First free throw from Kimball, no good. If you don't mind, you have the stats in front of you. What's Kimball shooting at the free throw line this year?
Kimball is shooting at, let me get this here. He's shooting a 55.8 in all competitions.
So not a great free throw shooter, and he missed the first one. Second one is on its way and good. 3 points for Blessing Kimball. Ravens lead it by 5. Griffith comes out of the pack, full head of steam. Bryan pass to CJ, got him in the air and laid it in.
Great move, great pass, you know.
When CJ Smith committed to Coffeyville, he was the #1 basketball player in the state of Oklahoma. He's showing it here tonight. Pass inside stolen. Carroll coming the other way. Lot of contact and a blocking foul. And Chris Carroll, he may be a basketball player, but Kate, he looks like a linebacker out there. That's a guy you do not want to run into.
Yeah, he's been playing physical in these first 8 minutes, you know. Getting a couple points.
So we see a sub here for the Seward County Saints as Nate Jones back into the game. Jones had a great first couple minutes, couple blocks, hit a shot. Griffith trying to get the pass inbounds, gets it to Kofer. Raven ball, they lead it by 7. Brian Griffith with 5. Brian gets it to Alvin Cole. Back to Griffith. Feeling it, nice pump fake. The drive, the kick, fake by CJ. That could have been a foul. CJ trying to get it to Carroll, what a find! The Raven offense clicking through the front 8 minutes. They lead it by 9.
And that almost looked rehearsed, you know. Nobody was here, comes out of nowhere. Nice pass there for the layup in the paint.
Here comes Seward the other way. This is Jaden Martin. Jones sets the feet. Carroll cuts him off. Jones called a foul against Carroll. Chris Carroll not happy as he walks to the bench. We have a media timeout. Chris Carroll called for the foul. Ravens 17, Seward 8. Ravens off to a hot start. We'll see if they can keep it going. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Comforting to know that the owner is providing the care. Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC.
Ravens by 9 with 11:42 to go in the first half. I'm Shane Cade Dowd alongside with me. Cade, what have you seen from the Ravens so far in the front 8 minutes that has gotten them off to this 9-point lead?
Oh, they're just playing fast, physical, and just overall just electric. Got a couple blocks, couple rebounds, and some nice shots.
Inbounds pass goes to Martin. This is McGowan. Eight to shoot for the Saints. McGowan guarded by Alvin Cole. They work it to the corner. 3-point shot. Very tough shot, and it's in and out. Offensive rebound, and the layup is good by Jones. And Jones has really been Seward's best player so far tonight. 17-10 our score. 11-10 to go. First half. Griffith. CJ Smith. Smith trying to go baseline. Cut off by Martin. Now back up top to Brian Griffith, who has 5 points. Has not missed a shot yet. Carroll attacks. Chris Carroll all the way. And a foul before the shot.
Call for a Coffeyville ball.
That'll be Martin called for the foul. And Chris Carroll and Blessing Kimball are the perfect duo to guard each other tonight because they're both just almost the exact same players. Big, strong body. Something that Coach Herkelman said before the game was Blessing Kimball plays like a bull. I think Chris Carroll plays like a bull a little bit too. Alvin Cole, that pass deflected, and looks like that might have been off a couple students down there.
It hit someone in the crowd there, courtside watching the game, enjoying Coffeyville basketball.
I think if you're in the front 3 rows, you have to sign a waiver that says, the ball may come.
It's almost like the splash zone if you ever go to like a aquarium or something,
Griffith, nice pump fake. And another foul against the Saints, and now the Ravens are going to be in the bonus for the rest of the half. With still 10:46 to go.
And Seward was picking up some fouls early. Like they had almost 3 in the first couple minutes, and then now Coffeyville's looking at a bonus. And it's big because we haven't even played half of the first half.
And the Ravens have for at least most of the year been a very good free throw shooting team. So obviously you don't want to give your opponent any trips to the free throw line, but especially a team that shoots free throws well.
Yeah,
It's Brian Griffith at the stripe. He's been the team's best free throw shooter in a small sample size, but that one rims out.
If Coffeyville can start drawing fouls, that's point attempts now for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. 10:35 to go first half. Ravens by 7. Jones finds Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a pass down low. Kimball, the pass to the corner. That shot is good. And that's a 3 for Mervin Hope.
The Saints here trying to get back in this game, down 7, hit that 3.
The Jayhawk Conference is just full of games of runs. I mean, back and forth teams go all the time in this league, and that's a turnover. Hope with the steal, but he stepped on the baseline. And a lucky break there for the Ravens.
Good steal. He just didn't know where his foot was and steps on the line. And a turnover. It will be Coffeyville's ball.
10:06 to go. We're just about halfway through the first half. Ravens lead at 17-13. Griffith, the inbounds pass to Kofer. They are staying right there with Javen Kofer. They're not giving him any room to work. Down low, Isaac Jackson. Jackson trying to back down Kimball. Back to Griffith. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Griffith, huge screen from Jackson. Smith had it ripped away by Jones, and a foul against CJ. Janai will check in.
Almost 10 minutes. We've had 11 fouls in total.
This is not quite the girls' game.
Yep.
A little bit more contact being called in this one. Seward County basketball, they have a chance to cut it down to a 1-score game. 9:45 to go first half. Kimball hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham takes a 3 straight on, in and out. Rebound, Jackson had it for a moment. It ends up with Hope, who can't hit. Summers able to clear it out. Here comes Kofer. Kofer took a bump and kept control of that dribble. Down low, Alvin Cole. Cole to pass to Summers. Summers driving, kick Cole. Back up top, Griffith, deep 3. Brian Griffith way off. And a little bit of a heat check there after hitting his first 2 shots of the night.
Just missed that by a foot. Trying to keep Coffeyville up with the advantage, but down by 4. Seward.
Seward's definitely sees some momentum back in this one. McGowan, the pass, that's stolen. Cole up ahead to Summers. Summers in a 2-on-1. He's trying to slow it down now. Janai the spin move, and he was fouled. And Janai will go to the free throw line after the foul against, looks like that's on Cunningham.
Your bench not happy with that foul call right there. Give him some words to the referee. That's foul number 8. And
we see Jeremiah Kemboy check in for the Ravens. And Kemboy's a guy that sprained his ankle a couple weeks ago. He's been kind of limited in practice, Cade, and now he's making his return to the court. So good to see having that depth at guard for Coach Herkelman.
Yes. Trying to get some minutes in, gradually come back.
Jeremiah Kemboy, an El Dorado product. First one is up and good for Summers. Fun fact about Kemboy, he holds the record for most free throws in a game in El Dorado history. He hit 14 of them in a playoff win in his senior year. So he can knock him down at the stripe too. Janai at the line. First one was good. Second one got the bounce. 4 of 4 at the line tonight for Janai Summers.
Coffeyville's one of those teams, if you foul them, they better be good fouls because they will capitalize on the free throw line.
Pass down low to Jones. Jones blocked by Carroll. Denial. Coming the other way, Griffith. Summers all the way inside. Had it tipped. It ends up with Carroll. Carroll all the way. And offensive foul.
Back and forth here. Coffeyville not happy with that charge.
So that's Chris Carroll's second foul. Kofer back in for Carroll. Of course, Carroll's such an important piece of this team. You do not want him picking up that third foul in the first half.
And Coach Herkelman trying to save him so that he doesn't pick up as many fouls. And then if it comes down to the wire, you know, you don't want him to pick up a foul and then he's out for the rest of the game.
8.5 to go, first half. Ravens lead it by 6. Pass back door to Kimball. Kimball goes right at Jackson and one. Jackson pleading that he didn't touch him. And that's the first on Isaac. And now both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the half.
This is one of those backdoor passes wide open. Goes to try and block, and it just fouls him and gets the and one opportunity.
Kimball at the line, and he hits the free throw. Seward County has battled back from down 9, and now they are within 1 score. It's a 3-point lead for the Ravens.
It's going to be one of those tit-for-tat games. Who's going to blink first?
Griffith hands it off to Kemboy. Jeremiah Kemboy. Summers going baseline. Janai fouled, and I don't think he did it on purpose, but almost spontaneously because of the defender in the air, nearly pulled off a 360 layup. Janai Summers' athleticism is quite impressive. Not many people can go up in the air and then just kind of think about it midair about spinning a full rotation around.
He just got that explosiveness. And good athlete, good basketball player.
And Kate, as you know, I mean, Summers at the line, first one no good. Janai out of Evansville, Indiana. There's not many better places in the world to look for good high school basketball players in the state of Indiana.
Yep, you know, Indiana, great basketball place. They got the Pacers and Fort Wayne?
Indiana, yeah. Well, they're Indianapolis, but then they have the Indiana Hoosiers, of course, in Bloomington.
Mm-hmm.
The Butler Bulldogs made a couple trips to the Final Four. A lot of good basketball in Indiana. 8 minutes to go. Summers missed a pair at the line. Kimball spinning, lost it on the way up. Red Raven basketball.
Went off the foot there of Kimball.
Media timeout. Ravens hanging on to a 3-point lead. They'll look to see some momentum back. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
One of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Ravens hanging on to a 3-point lead as we return to Nellis Hall. I'm Shane Oakshade down alongside with me. Got the night off. It's Red Raven basketball. Final conference game before the winter break. Of course, the men's team will have one more game on Saturday against Seminole State. That's a road game. The ladies are officially done until the first week of January. Griffith the drive, the kick to the corner, Janai. Janai crossover move, got some space, floater, good, nothing but net from Janai Summers. And you said it, Cade, his explosiveness is impressive.
Especially seeing the Ravens making multiple passes, not being selfish with the ball.
And Summers with the layup after the steal and a quick 4-0 run out of the timeout. Raven lead back up to 7.
Coville's got their steam back from that close 4-0 deficit, 4-0 advantage. My apologies.
That's going to be a reach-in foul against Kemboy. And Coach Herkelman there having a word with Kemboy. Of course, Kemboy naturally an aggressive defender, but Coach Herkelman saying obviously when they're in the 1-and-1, you maybe got to dial it back a little bit. That'll send Jones to the free throw line.
When you're in the bonus, every foul becomes a point scoring opportunity.
First one good. And this is a small lineup the Ravens are rolling with here. Kofor, Griffith, and Kemboy all out there with Summers and Jackson.
Just trying to play for speed.
Second one is good. Jones knocks down a pair.
For speed, pass that ball to that clock, score some points. Easy formula there.
7:11 to go in the first half. Ravens 23 and Seward County 18. Janai tried to keep it alive, and he does. Janai ended up 2 rows into the stands. Great hustle play by Janai. Kofor all the way, trying to get a pass to Kemboy, and that's going to be a turnover. Chaotic possession there by the Ravens.
Conville trying to play quick, and it's worked for them. They got the advantage here. Up by 5.
They try to find Kimball down low. Kimball goes up and lays it in. And once again, Seward County back within 3. 6:41 to go, first half. Griffith down low, Jackson. Jackson back to Bryan. Pick and roll. Bryan looking for a pass, finds Kemboy. Kemboy now rotates back out, finds Griffith. 12 to shoot for the Ravens. Griffith, tough shot, hands off Summers. Good look. Janai got it. Great first half for Janai Summers. Raven lead up to 6, and Janai hitting some big shots for this team in the first half.
And Griffith with a nice assist there. Faking the shot, passing out, hits the 3.
Handoff, this is Cunningham. Cunningham looking for a pass to Jones. 10 to shoot for the Seward County Saints. They're down by 6. And Whitlock got away with a push-off on Kemboy. Kemboy staying right there with him. Tough shot, good. It's the second time tonight Whitlock's hit that shot.
And contested as well.
And even Coach Herkelman there is like, my goodness. Isaac Jackson, Summers feeling it, fakes this time. The drive, the kick. Griffith, good look this time. And a little bit strong on that one. But great ball movement by the Ravens on these last couple of possessions, getting some good looks. Under 5.5 to go, first half. Ravens by 4. Whitlock guarded closely by Griffith. Raven fans wanting an offensive foul. Whitlock, a lot of contact with that arm. Cunningham fakes, guarded by Kemboy. Cunningham jump shot, good. It is a 2-point game. Here comes Kofor, full head of steam. Javen, Griffith, Isaac. Isaac attacks. Kemboy. Again, great ball movement by the Ravens. Kofor. Now we'll walk it out. Kofor to Summers. All 5 Ravens have touched the ball on this possession. Kofor with 10 to shoot. Finds Griffith. Griffith attacking. Finds Kofor. Kofor the fake. The drive. In trouble. Brian Griffith. Floater. And off. A lot of contact. Griffith hit the deck. No foul call. Seward County can tie or take the lead. Under 4.5 to go, first half.
Seward looking for something, trying to get that momentum going in their favor.
Whitlock hands it off to Cunningham. Down low, Jones. Jones trying to get some positioning, and he walked. I think he overthought it there, Cade. I think he had a much better chance at scoring there than he thought he did, and he kind of did the double pump fake and rolled the feet.
Yeah, the double pump fake, and then you just get called for the travel, and then next thing you know, you're turning over in a scoring opportunity.
We see a pair of 7-footers check in for the Ravens. It's Charles Caporasso for the Seward County Saints. It's Lovasoa, Andriette Sarafara. Andriat Sarafara. There we go. I was rehearsing that before the game. Caparasso has it now. Hands it off to Griffith. Bryan driving. Looking for some space. Finds Isaac down low. Isaac trying to go up. Throws it up and missed it. Janai was up there for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Seward again. A chance to tie or take the lead. Whitlock for the tie. Good. Amir Whitlock's hit some big shots in this first half for the Saints. He's got 7.
It'll be crucial to see how Coffeyville responds back here. First tie from the game, or in the game.
Griffith, the drive, and Jones able to stay with him. But now Bryan got some space. Floater is off. Battle for the rebound. Kofer got a hand on it. Still loose, and it's Red Raven basketball. That was Hope going diving into the stands.
I'm not sure if Coffeyville touched that ball before the Seward guy went out for the attempt for it, but I'm not sure.
It'll be Red Raven ball. 3:28 to go first half. Our final media timeout of the first half. Let's step away for 60 seconds. Tie game. We're back at 60 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom.
Ravens and Saints tied at 26 with 3.5 to go first half. I'm Shane Hill, Cade Dowd alongside with me. Look at that. What a shout out for our camera guy tonight. Good for him. Inbounds pass, this is Jackson. Camera people matter too. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing, Cade, without the camera people. Kofer up strong and scores. Herkelman wanted a foul, didn't get it, but Kofer able to score. Javen Kofer had a career high 24 on Saturday. That's his first 2 of the night. Big screen there from Andriat Sarafara. Whitlock. Pass down low, Sarafara couldn't control it. And now here comes Summers the other way, all the way inside. Had it blocked, it'll stay with the Ravens. I'll tell you, a guy that's played some really good minutes in this first half for Seward is Amir Whitlock. He's hit some tough shots, and there he just had a chase down block on Janai, who's really been the Ravens' best offensive player in the first half.
Yeah, he's been all over the place and helping Coffeyville out, trying to get a win.
Kofer, Caparasso, Jackson, Smith, Summers out there for the Ravens. Chris Carroll with 2 fouls. CJ in trouble. CJ in the corner now tries to go baseline. CJ fouled on the baseline.
Now Coffeyville's in the double bonus.
That's what we call a bailout
bonus
foul.
Plus. Whoop.
I feel like that's what we call a bailout foul, Cade, because I think CJ Smith was in a whole lot of trouble, and the foul just kind of sends him to the free throw line.
Saved by the bell.
No kidding.
Now he gets to go to the line for 2.
First one for CJ is good. Again, a cool thing about CJ Smith, when he committed to the Red Ravens, he was of course he's an Oklahoma City product. He was the #1 player in the state of Oklahoma when he committed as a Red Raven. So kudos to Coach Herkelman. It's hard to get the #1 player in any state, but he went out, found CJ, and CJ's been a big impact player. Knocks down both free throws. Raven lead up to 4. 2:35 to go first half. Whitlock. Cunningham up top to Andriat Sarafara. Down low, Andriat Sarafara got Caparasso in the air and scores.
It's that matchup. It's Caparasso and Andriat Sarafara, both 7-foot big man, going at it.
Summers had it poked, got it back. Hands off to CJ. CJ down low to Isaac. Isaac, big screen. It opens up Kofer for a three, and he got it! Javen Kofer from downtown, nothing but net. Ravens by 5. Kofer with 5.
Big shot there with 2 minutes and closing before the half.
Javen Kofer's turned into a big shot maker for this team. Whitlock guarded by Caparazzo. They get it to Kimball, who's guarded by Jackson. Kimball backing down Isaac. Double team comes. Jackson with the block. No chance for Blessing Kimball. Kofer, full head of steam. Javen all the way. No. Out of bounds, Raven basketball as Seward couldn't control it.
It looked like it came off his foot. He tried to dribble it and it just went out. Kind of a break there for Coffeyville with 1:28 to go.
Javen Kofer's come alive here late in the first half. And Isaac Jackson, just another great defensive play with the block on the shot by Kimball. Inbounds play to Summers. Summers trying to get it to Caparazzo, and they throw it away. Ravens by 5. Here comes Seward County. It's Dave Olanai.
Blocked.
Jackson got a piece of it. And now down low, this is Hope. Hope to Olanai. Olanai, the drive, the kick, that was deflected by Summers. It ends up with Cunningham. Steps into a deep three from Kylie Ortiz range and knocks it down. Cunningham, what a shot.
Big response to the last Coffeyville three, especially that deep. He was a couple feet off the three-point line there.
And Smith stepped on the baseline. So they give the ball back to Seward, and now the Saints will have a chance to tie or take the lead.
And Seward here trying to build up some momentum before going into half, but especially being down a majority of the time in this basketball game.
Ravens 33, Seward 31. Saints basketball, 47 seconds to go first half. The drive by Olanai, tries to get it to Kimball, who volleyball passes it to Andrea Sarafara, and this game is tied with 30 seconds left in the half. Timeout taken by Coach Herkelman. Ravens will try to draw up a play to take the lead late in the first half. Let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Own your own home. If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
Ravens and Saints tied. College basketball. I'm Shane Cade Dowd alongside with me. It'll be Raven basketball. 6 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Ravens' lead has been as big as 9. Credit to Seward, they've battled back, but it does feel like, especially if the Ravens can drop a play here that results in some points, a pretty successful first half for the Coffeyville Community College Red Ravens.
Yeah, I agree. Trying to, again, momentum. This game's all been all about momentum. Coffeyville's had a majority of it with them having the advantage most of the game, and Seward trying to change that before getting to the half. All right, here they steal.
And that was right in front of the student section, and the students can't believe it. So now we'll see Kimball and Bennett check in for the Ravens, or for the Saints, excuse me. And now the Saints have a chance to take the lead here in the late stages of the first half.
There's a 1 second difference between the shot and game clock. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, when it's an out-of-bounds play, it's now 20. It's a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was going to go back to 30. I guess not.
This is Whitlock. Jones, the pump fake. Jones looking for a pass. 2 to shoot. Bennett for the lead. It's off. Rebound Caparazzo. 7 seconds for the Ravens. Griffith, handoff. Summers steps into a 3. Janai, good! Janai Summers beats the buzzer. And the Ravens lead it by 3 at the break. What a big-time shot from Janai.
And not only that shot, Seward tried to get a half-court shot off and was rejected as well. So
That's got to be a tough, demoralizing thing when your half-court shot is blocked by Isaac Jackson.
Yes.
Ravens lead at 36-33 at the break. Janai Summers with a huge shot in the final seconds of the first half. Let's step away for 4 minutes. Our Red Raven halftime show presented by Community State Bank. Coming up on the other side, we'll talk first half stats. We'll talk scores around the conference. We're back in 4 minutes with the Red Raven halftime show on US 98, the Red Raven Sports Network.
Are focused on you and your health. Our board-certified general surgeons provide expert surgical care close to home. From a routine colonoscopy to a life-saving mastectomy, the general surgeons at CRMC are equipped to handle many types of surgical procedures. For more information, call CRMC Medical Group at 620-252-1639.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest. No payments for 90 days and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new filet ole steak bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy filet ole steak bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a bowl.
Red Raven halftime show presented by our friends at Community State Bank as we have a Herkelman's half-court challenge going on here inside Nellis Hall, and I don't think I've seen a winner of this all year, but maybe tonight's the night.
Maybe, hopefully.
You see, that's not good form. He nearly got it.
It's close.
I don't like the form, but the results were almost there.
I mean, if he's aiming a bit, a couple inches up, a couple inches to the right, that's going in. But
now, if I heard Dirk correctly, we got a women's soccer player here repping the party, and need a little bit more mustard on that one.
You gotta chuck it,
I was gonna say, put your back into it.
Your back, yeah. Come on.
You need more oomph than you think. Oh. Yep. Hang on, we might have one more contestant tonight.
We got Carson from the student section. He was one of the.
Now Carson's got the above knee shorts. I think Carson looks ready to go. That's a little too strong. But I like the form. That's good form for a half-court shot.
It is good form.
Carson takes a little spin. Here we go for all the glory.
Oh.
Not quite.
Short, wide right.
And we got one final contestant tonight. Did I hear this is Casey?
Casey? For $100. I did not know they're playing for that much.
I don't know if you get it directly from Coach Herkelman or what, but he almost like set the feet. Hang on now.
It's going in right here.
That's
in.
Oh my!
Oh, he was close. That was closest one tonight.
They're letting him have one more. Oh man, that was on line, off the back of the rim.
Barely.
My goodness. Man. My goodness. Let's look at the first half stats. It's our Community State Bank Red Raven halftime show. For the Saints, they shoot 46% from the field, 25% from three, 80% from the free throw line. Nobody's shooting 14% in this game. For the Ravens, 44% from the field, 40% from three, 73% for the line. Leading the way for Seward County at 8 from Blessed Kimball, as well as 7 from Amir Whitlock, 5 from Malachi Cunningham, 6 from Nathan Jones, 3 from Mervyn Hope. Nice spreading of the wealth by the Seward County Saints. They're 10 of 16 from inside the three-point line. That's a very nice number of shooting 62% inside the line. For the Ravens, they're led by 16 points from Janai Summers, who was 5 of 9 in that first half. Also 5 from Griffith, 5 from Kofer, 6 from C.J. Smith. You had 4 from Chris Carroll. And the rest of the Ravens have yet to score. No points for Isaac, no points for Charles Caparasso. So Ravens obviously looking to get some other guys going in the second half, but what did you see, Cade, from this team in the first half that obviously can help them grow this three-point lead?
I mean, being quick with the ball, which they're doing a decent job with that, that's been helping them, pass, looking for a drive, looking for an open shot, and then obviously converting with the threes, that will definitely help more. But, yeah, I mean, Coffeyville, they're just right at the cusp of it. They're really close from making this a bigger point lead game.
And I think, we've talked to Coach Herkelman a couple times this year about the talent of Janai Summers. Has all the talent in the world. Coach Herkelman, a firm believer that he's going to be a star on this team. And in that first half, we saw what he's capable of when he's on his game. 16 points, and at times really felt like he carried this team. And hit that shot, of course, in the final seconds of the half to give them the lead. If they have that same Janai Summers in the second half, I think he could easily lead them to victory here tonight.
Especially them being a freshman, He's got another year. He's got all that talent. He can still develop. I mean, he can be an awesome player.
He certainly can. Let's look at some scores from around the conference. First, on the ladies' side tonight, of course, Highland defeats North Central Missouri College 54-45. Highland moves to 10-2 on the season in Division II. Butler all over Garden City, 89-55. Butler moves to, let me switch over my standing side. Thank you. Butler now 11-0 on the season. Garden City falls to 9-2. Coffeyville Lady Ravens, of course, over Seward County, 57-37. Lady Ravens move to 10-2 on the season, 5-1 in conference play. Dodge City over Cowley, 69-51. Barton over at Northwest Tech, 93-38. And Pratt over Colby, 67-45. Also, Hutch over Cloud, 77-50. So, Cade, it's exactly what we thought. You look at the top of those standings on the girls' side. Butler wins, Hutch wins, Dodge wins, Coffeyville wins, Barton wins. That top 6 is something else.
Yeah, and great news for Coffeyville because that's one less in that second place race, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with Garden falling
out, and Coffeyville, again, kicking out Seward County from contention because they were just knocking at the door at that race. And now Seward's out looking in, and Coffeyville taking care of business, staying in that fight.
On the men's side tonight, Pratt leading Colby 43-29. That's at halftime. Butler on top of Garden City. That could be the game of the night. Butler and Garden on the men's side. That's two really good basketball teams. Garden comes into that one 6-4. Butler is 8-2. And Butler leads that one 34-30 at the break. Cowley on top of Dodge City at halftime 35-33. That's another big game. Cowley, one of the two remaining unbeatens. Dodge looking for the big win at home. Hutchinson and Cloud, they'll start here in just a moment, as will Barton and Northwest Tech. So that's a look at your scores around the conference. Brought to you by our friends at Community State Bank. This has been the Red Raven Halftime Show. Here from Nellis Hall, Ravens lead at 36-33. 16 points for Janai Summers, including the 3 to give the Ravens the lead in the final 3 seconds. Let's step away for 4 minutes. When we come back, second half action on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
NDB in Coffeyville, and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more Of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local derailed commodity.
Ravens lead it by 3 as we get ready for the second half of action. I'm Shane Ilke, down alongside with me. Janai Summers had 16 in that first half. And before we get the second half underway, I just want to give a shout out to JB Elliott, who is a great friend of the Red Raven Sports Network, has done some great work over the last, handful of games and the last handful of seasons with his camera work and just doing whatever we need from him. And it's his final game here tonight, so just wanted to give him a shout out and all of his great work here, helping us and our production be as good as possible. So big shout out to you, JB, and best of luck with whatever is coming next in your journey. This is Nathan Jones spinning, trying to attack the smaller Griffith. Left too much on the shot. Kimball on the glass and can't get it. Jones, a third try and a foul on the way up. And that's going to be something the Ravens need to do in the second half is, of course, I know Jones a big 6'10", Kimball a strong 6'7", but the Ravens are going to have to try and limit the Saints to one shot of possession.
Give those
And that'll be the third foul on Chris Carroll.
You don't want those early fouls, especially for Coffeyville.
First one by Jones is up and good. It's been a frustrating night for Carroll. He's been off the floor more than he's been on it. Second one up and good. 1 point game as Seward County gets a pair of free throws. Griffith, Kofer, Summers, Jackson, and Smith, the 5 out there for the Ravens. Bryan, the drive, the kick to Isaac. Isaac trying to back down Jones. Isaac now kicks it out to Bryan Griffith. Nice hesitation move. Bryan looking for a pass. Kofer, 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Kofer spinning into the lane, and the pass is wide.
Coffeyville trying to get some points at the beginning of this half. Seward with 2 right now, 2-0 run, if you want to call it that.
Chance for Seward here to take the lead. We go under 19 minutes to go. 36-35 Coffeyville.
It'll be big to see what Seward does here. They get points. That'll change the momentum. And he hits Bennett with a 3.
And Bennett had a frustrating first half. Shot 0 of 4 from the field and nothing but net on that one. Obviously good for him to see the ball go through the hoop.
Yeah, finally connects. That'll be a good momentum booster for them.
Griffith floater, no. Jackson the rebound, no. And tried a third try, couldn't get it to go. And Seward County on a 5-0 run to start the second half, and they have the ball once again. Alley-oop, Kimball, no, he came down with it, goes up and lays it in.
This is their first lead of the night. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're up by 4 now.
I believe you're right, and it's now a 4-point lead, a 7-0 run out of the break for the Saints. Seward County looking for their second conference win of the season. Griffith. Janai down low to Jackson. Jackson trying to back down Jones. Summers had 16 in the first half. He's cut off here. Kofer, 5 to shoot. Griffith steps into the lane, finds Jackson. Jackson elevates, no. And Seward County basketball.
Block there.
A 7-0 run for Seward County, and the Raven defense needs a stop.
Yeah, they got to stop Seward right here and make sure that this doesn't get out of hand.
Amir Whitlock guarded by Summers. Now Kimball trying to roll to the hoop. They throw it up for him. He comes down with it. Kimball goes up strong. Missed the shot. Rebound collected by Isaac. So the Ravens do get the stop on defense. And now Griffith brings it up. Ravens looking for their first points of the second half. 17:25 to go. Seward County 40. Coffeyville 36. Summers, top of the key. Picked up by Bennett. Summers, nice move. Got around Bennett. Goes up and can't finish. Defense at the rim by Nate Jones. Ravens have gone scoreless the first 3 minutes of the second half. Seward County's gone on a 7-0 run. Kimball picked up by Jackson. Nice reverse. Bennett. And it's a 9-0 run for the Seward County Saints.
Coffeyville's got to respond here.
Timeout taken by the Ravens. Seward on a 9-0 run out of the locker room. Let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet Ole Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet Ole Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Ravens. Seward Milkade down alongside. And after Janai Summers hit a 3 to give the Ravens the lead at the break, Seward County thought about that in that 15-minute halftime, and they've come out and meant business. A 9-0 run for the Saints, and they're looking for their 4th win of the season, and 9-0 runs like that will help.
Yeah, especially with Coffeyville making it, well, that first half felt all Coffeyville. It was close, but Coffeyville was out there dominating, and they had a 7-0 lead or 7-point lead.
Well, their biggest lead was 9.
9.
Yeah.
Yes, right now it's flipped. Seward trying to do the exact same thing Coffeyville did to them.
Summers, Smith, Kofer, Griffith, Jackson, the 5 out there for the Ravens. Inbounds goes to Brian Griffith. Griffith brings it across the midline. Brian looking for Summers. Summers, big screen. Kicks to Brian Griffith. Ravens needing a score in the worst of ways. Summers down low to Smith. Smith trying to get baseline on Kimball and a foul. So Bless and Kimball called for the block.
Compared to the first half, there was 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes, which compared to the first half, ain't that much. So not a whole lot of fouls this early.
That was Kimball's 2nd foul. Here's Summers, crossover move, tries to get some space. Janai, floater in the lane. Jackson there to clean it up. No. Smith on the glass had it blocked.
Couldn't convert that.
Isaac Jackson still has not scored yet tonight. Carson Bennett steps into a 3 and missed it. Rebound, CJ had it for a second and ends up with Janai. Here come the Ravens. Kofer all the way, full head of steam and a foul. Good thing too, Kimball came in and volleyball spiked that.
And that was a monstrous block, but at the end of the day, doesn't count. He got fouled. It goes to the line for 2.
That'll be the 2nd foul on Amir Whitlock. And like you said, it'll send Javen to the free throw line. Ravens, we're 4 minutes into the second half, and Coffeyville has not seen the ball go in the basket yet.
They're going to really want these points here.
First one for Javen is up and good. Sometimes something as simple as a free throw can kind of wake up the entire team. You just got to see it go in. Second one here for Kofer. Freshman out of San Marcos. Got it.
You turn those fouls into what would just be a regular basket.
Ravens have cut the deficit to 4. Now they look for a stop. Carson Bennett. Cross-court pass to McGowan. McGowan hands it off to Bennett. Bennett has 5 here in the second half. McGowan. Down low, Kimball. Kimball picked up by Janai Summers. Bennett. Griffith got a hand on it. Bennett comes up with it again. Now it's still loose. And the Ravens come away with it. And Kofer comes up with it. We had multiple bodies hit the deck. Kofer, Summers, and a foul against Jones, his 2nd. Media timeout. Some key Saints players picking up some fouls here in the second half. Ravens down 4. They're starting to get their groove back. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Your own home. If you have any of these, call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
At Coffeyville Regional Medical Center, we take seriously our responsibility of caring for our friends and neighbors. We are your regional healthcare system, caring for Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma. With comprehensive technology and experienced medical staff, caring medical professionals, and a 24-hour emergency room staffed with emergency medicine physicians, we are people you know and healthcare you trust. For more information, visit our website, crmcinc.org.
Down 42-38, Seward County on a 9-2 run, or 9-2 run to start the second half. David Kofer was able to score on the last possession for the Ravens. I'm Shane Neal, Cade Dowd alongside with me. It'll be Raven basketball here. You know, a key for young teams, Cade, is when you get punched in the mouth, can you punch back? And Coffeyville, like you said, punched for most of that first half, but now here coming out of the locker room, Seward's punched for the first time tonight, and we'll see if this Coffeyville team has the toughness to punch back.
It's just building that chemistry, getting that character building. You know, if you can do that, especially with a young team, you're going to be a great team in the future.
Kofer the drive, Kofer all the way, lays it in. Javen Kofer. 4 straight points for Kofer, and the Ravens back within a deuce. Kofer has come alive as a really good player for this team.
We'll say he stepped out there, turnover, Coffeyville.
This team's so talented, Cade. It's almost like the switch of the flick of a switch. You know, they can go from a lot of mistakes and really poor stretches to just lighten it up in the span of seconds.
It's just finding that consistency, because if you can hit really good stretches and start hitting those more and more, that's how you become a great team.
CJ down low. Ravens can tie with a 2. CJ the fake goes up and ties it.
Nice move there. Bringing in 42 all.
6-0 run for the Coffeyville Red Ravens to answer the 9-0 run by Seward. Double team comes. Seward in trouble. And turn it over. Kofer coming the other way. Javen to Janai, and the Ravens lead. 18 for Janai Summers.
Great steal, great defense. Almost tried to get that and one there with faking the defender with that block.
Great find by Kofer, too, not trying to do too much. Bennett driving, looking for a pass. Bennett in trouble. Bennett nearly turned it over. This time Seward able to keep it alive. 14 minutes to play. Ravens by a deuce. They're on an 8-0 run. The drive. The stop. Whitlock, the fake. Whitlock for the lead. It is good. Another big shot for Amir Whitlock. And that has been their big shot maker and their big shot taker tonight.
Back and forth game here, especially with coming back from that deficit.
Griffin.
Both teams.
Pass trying to get it to Smith. It was deflected out of bounds by Jaden Martin. It will stay with the Ravens. 13:35 to go. 45-44 Seward. This is just Jayhawk basketball, Cade. It's like this every single night.
KJCCA or CC or I don't know, Kansas JUCO.
NJCAA, KJCCC, whatever. There's a lot of letters in there.
Kansas 2-year college sports are awesome. High caliber here.
Kofer looking for an inbounds, gets it to Isaac. Double team comes nearly immediately. Cross-court pass to CJ. CJ the fake. Ravens down 1. CJ trying to get it to Isaac. Out of bounds. Seward County basketball. Isaac can't believe it.
One of those good hustle plays from Seward.
Saints with the ball, they lead it by 1. This second half has been back and forth. Whitlock, who hit a big 3 on their last possession. This time hands it off to Hope. Kimball double teamed immediately. Hope. Cross-court pass. Cunningham had to fight to keep that alive. And Hope stepped on the baseline. That's the third time that's happened tonight. We've seen both teams do it. That out-of-bounds line down there is not making too many friends.
Yeah, especially, 3 times that's happened, and for both teams have had turnovers. over at that same general area.
We go under 13 to go, 45-44. Ravens with the ball down by 1. Griffith hands off Kofer. Kofer's been big in the second half. Janai for 3. It is good! 21 for Janai Summers.
Gets back into the 2-point lead here with 12:40 and counting.
And when Janai gets going, he can light it up. 12.5 to play. Ravens by 2. Down low, Kimball had it poked. They're able to keep it alive. Hope backdoor. Davis is blocked. But going up and laying it in. That was Hope. Tie game at 47, but a nasty block by Isaac Jackson. Janai, screen from Isaac. Janai has 21 points. That's a game high. Tie game. C.J. Smith in the corner. Double team comes. Pass to Griffith. Griffith the fake. Got a defender in the air. Isaac comes down with it. Bryan for 3. And a little bit off on that one. Good look. Couldn't get it to go. 11:45 to go. Tie game 47. Seward trying to retake the lead. Whitlock. He's hit so many big shots for this team tonight. Whitlock nearly had it poked by Griffith. Hand off Kimball. Kimball guarded by Jackson. 11:25 to go. 6 to shoot for Seward, and they call for an ISO. Kimball attacks. Kimball the kick. Pass was deflected. Whitlock throws it up and left that one short.
Oh, that'll be a shot clock. It didn't touch the rim.
Amir Whitlock is human. He finally missed one. Media timeout. 11:17 to go. Would you think of going anywhere? 47-47. We're back in 60 seconds.
And 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
Tie game at 47, 11:17 to go. I'm Shani Cade Dowd alongside with me. And Cade, forgive me, I don't know the terminology for cheerleading, but at the break we saw what was an upside-down full split from the girl at the top of the pyramid. I felt pain over here watching that.
I don't know. I'm not that flexible.
No, absolutely not.
I would never do that. I can't do that.
Sometimes I pull a muscle climbing stairs.
Oh, man.
It's like, no, splits are out of the question.
I'm only flexible in my right leg.
Inbounds goes to Kofer. Tie game 47. Ravens have had big second halves from Kofer and Summers. Pass ahead goes to Javen. Javen nearly fouled by Whitlock. Javen floats it up, no good. Offensive rebound, no, it's pulled down by Jaden Morton. Under 11 to go, Seward County basketball, we're tied. Whitlock trying to get to the baseline. Whitlock and one! And another big finish from Whitlock to give Seward the lead back.
Yeah, both teams trying to start momentum here again, coming from the back and forth. And especially with that and one, that'll be crucial for Seward.
Ravens down by 2. Whitlock will look to add the free throw.
Bruce Carroll comes back in the game.
And now Carroll's been in foul trouble for a good portion of the night. He's got 3. But credit to the Red Ravens for kind of hanging in there with Seward while Carroll hasn't been available, because now with Carroll coming in, you feel like that's advantage you.
Yes. And then coming back from that 8-point run, or 8-0 run, 9-0 run.
Free throw is missed by Whitlock. Ravens down by 2. Kofer guarded very closely by Hope. Summers. Press defense here from Seward. Summers gets it to CJ. Isaac, the fake, going baseline. Isaac ties the game.
Nice reverse there.
First points of the night for Isaac Jackson, and they come in a big time. We're tied with 10.5 to go. Seward across half court. Tie game 49, 10-18 left. Whitlock, he has been dialed in tonight. They hand it off to Cunningham. Cunningham to Hope. They're trying to get it down low to Kimball. Isaac Jackson denying it. 7 to shoot. Whitlock for 3 again. That one's short. Battle for the rebound, and Hope comes away with it. Second chance opportunity for Seward as we go under 10 to go. Whitlock this time hands it off. This is Martin. Martin crossover move. Tries to get down low. Finds Kimball. Kimball going up on Jackson, and a travel.
Travel call, yep.
Isaac Jackson. Man, I'll tell you what. We have seen him guard some 7-foot centers this year. We have seen him guard some 6'4" point guards this year. You put him on anybody on any team, and I feel like he takes that player out of the game.
He's a great defender there.
Tie game 49. Ravens looking to take the lead. Got to get across half court. Carroll gets it to Kofer. Chris Carroll with it. 9.5 to play. Kofer. CJ back to Javen. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Javen to Carroll. Carroll for the lead. It is good!
Oh.
Chris Carroll, nothing but net. Ravens by 3, and the 5th leading scorer in the Jayhawk hits a big shot.
Comes back in the game and immediately makes an impact.
Whitlock. Pass Martin for the tie. It's strong. Rebound is taken, and an offensive foul against Seward. That'll be on Hope, and Kimball's offensive rebound negated.
Yeah, CJ Smith went up for that rebound, and Hope just, while CJ's in there, grabs him. Can't do that. That's a foul.
9:05 to go, 52-49 Ravens. And speaking about Chris Carroll, Kate, it's the age-old, cliche of sports. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
Yeah, and Carroll's a prime example of that, coming in, making a 3.
Nice move by Chris, all the way inside. Lost it on the way up. It'll stay with the Ravens. That one hit the ceiling on the way up.
Oh, yeah, the rebound attempt there just kept from going out of bounds.
Careful up there. He was hanging out up there.
I thought it was going to pop on one of the girders.
Carroll, inbounds pass, hands it back to Kofer. Kofer, the pass, CJ for 3, and a little bit off on that one. That would have gotten the building erupting. 8:45 to go, Ravens by 3. Whitlock, guarded by Janai Summers. Cunningham, hands off Martin. Martin, the drive. Martin all the way, draws the foul with 8:36 to go. And Jaden Martin will go to the free throw line. Foul was called on CJ Smith. That'll be his 3rd.
Coffeyville just has the cusp of this, trying to break it open and start running away with this lead.
We still got 8.5 minutes to play, and now 2 key wings for the Ravens have 3 fouls. Chris Carroll and now CJ Smith. Something to keep an eye on. Jaden Martin at the line for 2 shots. First one is up and good. 52-50, and tell you what, last conference game, last game at Nellis Hall before the winter break, and fans that made the trip tonight, they got a good one.
Yep, real nail biter here, going back and forth. And
well, and you feel the urgency of this conference, Cade. Players from both of these teams know how important every single game is in this league, and you can tell both of these teams feel like it's a must-win.
It's just electric, high-caliber basketball here in Kansas JUCO.
1 out of 2. Here comes Carroll the other way. Ravens lead at 52-50. 8:25 to go. Kofer, crossover, handoff Carroll. Carroll tries again. Chris Carroll, not that time. CJ on the glass, and one! And a roar from CJ Smith.
Wonderful finish there. For sure this will get Coffeyville some steam there.
You always got to love it, Cade, when the primal instinct comes out, when you make a play and you just turn to the crowd and roar.
I'm sure he's ecstatic with that one, with this being so close and finally getting a potential for a 5-point gap here.
Huge play by CJ Smith, and now he'll have a free throw trying to put the Ravens up 5. CJ's free throw is up and off. Rebound collected by Whitlock. Ravens lead it by 4. Seward County trying to get it back to a 1-score game. 8:10 to go. Blessing Kimball with it. Hands off to Amir Whitlock. Whitlock's been their big shot maker tonight. Whitlock guarded by Carroll. Tries to cross over. Carroll nearly took it away. 3-point shot, in and out. Rebound, CJ. Big rebound. With Isaac Jackson not in the game, CJ needs to get some big rebounds. He got that one.
Seward using his full court press, and I think we'll call a reach-in on 15.
And now the Ravens again, one foul away from going to the free throw line here for the rest of the game. Media timeout, 7:51 to go. Big shot from Carroll. Big putback from CJ Smith. Ravens up 4. We're back in 60 seconds.
This is Community State Bank at Work. This is Community State Bank at Work, in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story.
I am, actually.
Ravens by 4 with 7:51 to go. Huge 3 by Chris Carroll. Huge putback score by CJ Smith, and the Ravens have a 2-score lead. I'm Shane O'Cade down alongside with me, and it's Red Raven basketball following the foul against the Saints. And now every single foul the rest of the way, the Ravens will get free throws. So that's something very big to keep in mind in a close game late. Kofer catches the inbounds pass. 7:45 to go. Ravens trying to build on a 4-point lead. Carroll trying to break down Whitlock. Chris goes left, handoff CJ. Fakes the 3. CJ floater is no. Rebound Martin. Not a bad look. 7.5 to play. Here comes. That's Kobe McGowan. Whitlock gets a screen guarded by Alvin Cole. Whitlock. And they throw it away.
Great defense there.
Whitlock wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Force that error there and a Coffeyville ball.
And it sounds funny because there have been quite a number of fouls called tonight, but I feel like for the most part the refs have done a nice job of letting them play. There has been contact on a lot of plays that hasn't been called, and I think for the most part I think this has been a pretty well officiated game.
Yeah, they've been calling fouls on, fouls that are definitely, you can tell, are fouls.
Up ahead, CJ. CJ the fake, CJ the pass. Carroll goes airborne for it. Janai, corner 3. Good! 24 for Summers. Ravens by 7 with 7 to go.
Coffeyville looking to make a defensive stand here, start pulling away, maybe make that a 9-10 point lead.
A huge run for the Ravens. They're on a... Bennett tries to answer for 3. That one in and out. Rebound Cole. Ravens trying to build on it. Kofer, full head of steam all the way. Javen blocked. Kimball rejects it.
It's some from Seward, like Bennett. He's been cold today. I think he's only hit 1 3, and he's attempted about 6 or 7.
Isaac Jackson back into the game, and I'll tell you what, I don't think we'll be. I hope people that watch this game remember that block, because that was a nasty rejection by Blessing Kimball.
All the way into the stands there.
Isaac Jackson hands off Kofer. Kofer gets a look, hands off Carroll. 15 to shoot. Carroll attacks. And a block. Are they going to call it an and one? They're going to say on the floor, no shot.
Yeah.
That would have been huge. It still is. Carroll's still going to go to the line. But it's for 1 and 1.
1 and 1. Still 2-point opportunity here, but.
That was the 3rd foul on Blessing Kimball. And just like how important Carroll is for the Ravens, if Kimball fouls out of this game, that's almost the kiss of death for Seward County.
I mean, if I'm Coffeyville, I'm not complaining with that foul call. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still going to get chances points there.
Carroll's such a good free throw shooter. It's on its way, and it's good.
Bring it up to 8. 8 points ahead, 58-50.
It's so rare to find a player that's so well put together like Chris Carroll. Strong, good three-point shooter, good free throw shooter, good defender, good rebounder. He does a little bit of everything. That's hard to find.
He's just elite caliber athlete playing high-level basketball here in Coffeyville.
9-point lead for the Red Ravens. Seward County has to try to trim this deficit. 6:22 to go. Ravens trying to win their second straight conference game. Pass to Kimball. Kimball guarded by Jackson. Back to Whitlock for three, and it's off. And in a big moment of this game, Whitlock's missed a couple shots in a row. Carroll hands off Janai. He's got 24. Kofer, Summers to Jackson. Jackson tries to go baseline, finds Carroll. Carroll pump fakes, floater, good!
Oh.
11-point lead for the Ravens. Chris Carroll again.
The Ravens now trying to pull away. They got wind in their sails and at their back.
And now this is Jaden Martin. Martin, nice quick move to the right. Handoff Whitlock. Whitlock tries to go baseline. Carroll trapped him, and it's deflected out of bounds. And so, we talked about this team having the talent where they can just flip a switch, Cade, and it feels like in the last 2.5 minutes, that switch has flipped, and the Red Ravens have taken over this basketball game.
We'll make Seward call a timeout here.
They sure did. We'll see if they call 30 seconds or full. And they're going to call it a full timeout.
Yeah.
Let's step away for 60 seconds. We'll be right back. Ravens up 11 late in this one. We're back in a minute on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Ravens leading at 61. Go in this one. I'm Shane Neal, Cade Dowd alongside. The Ravens have gone on a massive run here in the last couple of minutes. Big shots from Carroll. Big shot from Summers. And Cade, this is exciting for a couple reasons. One, of course, the team stepped up in a clutch moment late in the game, but two, it's been different guys. It's been a team effort that stepped up and allowed this team to take a lead.
Yeah, showing that depth, especially with this young team, that means just an even brighter future for Coffeyville.
Here comes Kofer the other way. Ravens after the stop, they have the ball up by 11. Kofer, pass to Isaac. Isaac down low, trying to get it to Cole. That's poked and stolen. Coach Herkelman not happy with that possession. Of course, you don't want to give Seward opportunities to get back in this game. Kimball tries to go at Cole. The pass to Whitlock, extra pass to Cunningham. Martin trying to go baseline. Martin sets the feet, goes up. And that's going to be a jump ball, Red Raven basketball.
It's our first jump ball of the game here tonight. Took us 35 minutes of playing, 4:55 left.
Hope checks in for Seward County. And this just speaks volumes about the competitiveness of this league, doesn't it, Cade? This is 8th place versus 10th place heading into today.
Yeah, it's just been a shootout today.
It feels like 1st versus 4th, doesn't it?
Yeah. You give it to both teams. Both came out here fighting. Both had decent leads. And now near the end, there's got to be a winner. There's no ties here.
Carroll the drive, the kick. Cole trying to find Summers. He gets it to Jackson. Jackson the kick back to Cole, who lays it in.
Bring up the 13-point lead.
Alvin Cole puts it up and in. Ravens 63, Seward 50 with under 4.5 to play.
Seward's got to get some action going here or they'll be left in the dust.
Hand off to Cunningham. Seward fighting a massive run. It's 11-0 run by the Red Ravens. Cunningham for three, short. Rebound Kofer. Ravens starting to pull away. Javen spin move. And it's deflected out of play. Javen Kofer in his bag late in this one.
Yeah.
man, that spin move was nasty, looking like O'Meary Wiggins on the football field.
And turned that into a fast break there. Almost went coast to coast, but Seward defender there got a hand on it because I think it almost hit the ceiling. I mean, with that deflection off that pass.
You think Coach Dober's going to be looking at Kofor to play running back with that spin?
Probably. That'll be a Coffeyville ball.
He'll stay right with the Red Ravens. You got that kind of speed and quickness and agility. You might
shifty too.
We might try to fit you into a different uniform.
Yeah. Be a two-sport athlete in junior college.
Chris Carroll will inbound it. It's Carroll, Cole, Jackson, Summers, and Kofor. 4:02 to play. Ravens leading at 63-50. Something that Coach Herkelman talked about. You know, this team notorious, this program notorious for having elite offenses. This year's offense has not been quite as good, but you don't need to have an elite offense when you have an elite defense, and that's what this team's had this year.
Wait, defense wins championships, and that's just universal in all sports.
Carroll will inbound it. Kofor trying to get free, and he cannot, so they find Summers. Summers trying to go baseline. Janai, hand off to Carroll. Carroll got a little bit of space, finds Janai. 10 to shoot for the Ravens. Summers, handoff. Jackson goes up and stuffs it. And it's a 15-point lead. Isaac Jackson takes flight.
Kaya pulling away. Looking more and more like a Coffeyville win here today.
This has been one heck of a run to really put a ton of pressure on Seward. Hope lost it going up and a late foul.
Oh, calling the reach in there. And
Ravens felt pretty good that they got that one clean.
Yeah, Martin looking over at the referees. Oh, sorry, my bad. Summers looking over here in a bit of disbelief.
Final media timeout of the night. Ravens 65, Seward 50. We're back in 60 seconds on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
I bet say Summers not part of it.
And mattresses, economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Taco Mayo's new Filet Olay Steak Bowl is piled high with filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
A heaping bowl loaded with refried beans, Mexicali rice, cheddar jack sour cream, and tender filet mignon.
It's filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Filet mignon.
Savor the juicy Filet Olay Steak Bowl stacked with filet mignon and only from Taco Mayo.
That's a wrap.
No, that's a...
Ravens 65, Seward County 50 with 3:29 to go. I'm Shane Hill, Cade Dowd alongside with me. Cade, the Ravens on a 13-0 run to really put the pressure on Seward County in this one. Now, I've watched enough Jayhawk basketball that I'm not ready to say this one's over yet, but Coffeyville has really grabbed this game by the throat and put a ton of pressure on the opposition.
Especially with the first 35 minutes of playing, it was really just neck and neck, back and forth. Again, who was going to blink first, and right now it's looking like Seward. But Seward trying to change that.
Still some time. It will be Mervin Hope at the free throw line, the 6'4" freshman out of Brooklyn, New York. Another great place to find basketball players, New York.
Yeah.
First one is good. If you're looking for talented athletes in New York, I think you'll find some. Second one here for Hope. Up and good. Pair of free throws makes it 65-52. Jackson gets the inbounds pass to Javen Kofor. Jackson up ahead to Carroll. Carroll the pump fake. And Carroll will back it up and try to burn some clock. Carroll. Pressure from Seward County. Kofor. 15 to shoot. A screen comes from Alvin Cole. Kofor hands it off Jackson. 10 to shoot. Jackson hands off Carroll. Still pressure. Carroll tries to break down Bennett. Carroll attacks and fouled on the way up. Chris Carroll will go to the free throw line. And Carson Bennett, one heck of a player, but when you're putting 6'2", 175 on 6'6", 230, Chris Carroll's going to win every time.
Yeah, especially with this offensive possession. Really good job from Coffeyville chewing out that clock. I think they wasted almost 28 seconds there. They got 28 seconds with Carroll going up with 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
First free throw from Carroll is good. 3 minutes exactly on the clock. Ravens' first free throw makes it 66-52.
Okay. I didn't know if you were wearing your new ones.
One more free throw here for Chris Carroll, who was in foul trouble for much of the first 25 minutes of this game, but since he's come back, boy, has he made a difference.
Oh, substitution for the shooter here, I'm pretty sure.
And Chris Carroll's an exciting development for this team, Cade, because a lot of Jay Herkelman teams have had great players, but he's never really had a superstar since a guy named Tyler Perry, who now is the point guard at Kansas State University.
Oh, yeah.
So Chris Carroll definitely has all the tools to be a superstar type player.
Yeah, big shoes to fill, especially with this young Coffeyville team. It'd be great to see where he goes in the next couple of years.
Well, with his size and skill, it could be just about anywhere. Carson Bennett with it, nearly lost it, got it back, Kofer in his face. 2:40 to go. Seward down to 8 seconds on the clock. Cunningham, guarded by Carroll, spins, gets a shot off, and missed it. Rebound Cole, and Seward County really doesn't have much time for empty trips. 2:25 left. Kofer trying to cross the midline and does to Summers. Summers has 26 points, finds Jackson, who missed it. Decent look for Isaac. Ravens lead it by 15, 2:10 to go. The drive, the kick, the three by Whitlock is short. Offensive rebound fought for, but taken by Isaac. Let's go under 2 to play. Ravens by 15. Kofer crosses half court. And Herkelman yelling timeout, and they get it off with 1:59 to go. Let's stay here. Ravens lead it by 15, and I think, when you're a young team and you're playing an intense game like this, I think these guys are still obviously trying to go fast, make some plays, and I think this timeout was taken so Coach Herkelman can tell them, hey, you're up 15, take it easy.
Yeah, so because you don't want to go too fast. Next thing you know,
give them extra possessions.
Yeah, and they're getting extra possessions because if you're Seward, you got to score. You got 2 minutes to score almost 15 points. It's doable, but really hard. But you don't want to help your opponent by giving them extra possessions that you don't really need. And again, Coffeyville, you're just trying to chew off clock right now. Just trying to pass it around, look for open lanes or maybe open shots. But yeah, you just want to slow it down right now.
No doubt you do. Lady Ravens already got the win earlier tonight, 57-37. They are 10-2 entering the winter break. The men looking to hang on to this one, get to 6-5 on the season, win their second straight conference game. And then they'll take on Seminole on Saturday afternoon in their final tune-up before the winter break. And I'll tell you what, Cade, a couple days ago, less than a week ago, this team was 1-3 in conference play and 4-5 on the season, and it dropped 4 of their last 5 games. Weren't feeling too great. You win back-to-back conference games, get that conference record to 3-3. That feels a whole lot better. You win 3 straight games to go into break at 7-5. That feels a whole lot better.
Well, it's part of that. Part of them just maturing as a team, getting that chemistry, just getting better together, especially responding from that early form. And now they're 5-5, looking at 6-5. Hopefully 7-5 before the break.
And of course, we'll talk plenty with Coach Turner and Coach Herkelman tomorrow night at Gigi's Burger Bar from 6 to 7 on the Red Raven Coaches Show. Summers pressured immediately, and he draws the foul. And funny enough, we're only a couple coaches shows into the year, but we have not had a coaches show yet where both coaches won the previous game. So if Coffeyville can hang on here for the final 2 minutes, we'll be able to talk to a happy Coach Turner
and a
happy Coach Herkelman.
Yeah. Summers to the line for a 1-and-1. Hits the first.
And I'll tell you what, Janai's just been dialed in all night. It feels like, Janai's a good player regardless, but tonight just felt like one of those nights where every time I saw the ball go off Janai's hand, I thought it was going in.
He's just good form today. I'm not sure how many points he has right now.
I believe, we'll find out if I'm wrong, but I believe that was his 27th.
His 27th, yep.
And this could be 28. And
28 or 20-something.
It's either 26 or 28. I might have given him a bonus too, but I can't remember. Either way, it's more than 25, and that's impressive.
We'll find out at the end.
This is Carson Bennett. Seward down by 17, and Isaac called for the foul. Ravens still have a couple fouls to give, so that is not a foul that will send Seward to the free throw line. 1:44 to go, inbounds play. McGowan gets it to Bennett. Bennett guarded closely by Kofer. Bennett, step back, tough shot, blocked by Jackson. Bennett got it back, blocked by Carroll. And the Raven defense relentless down the stretch.
It seems that Jackson collided with Smith on that block there.
Summers, Kofer, Carroll. Raven Smith can't get it to go. Coach Herkelman still not happy with that they're leaving some seconds on the clock. Kimball the drive, and he's fouled by Jackson with 1:06 to go.
I'll go to the line for 2 for that. Shoot.
And I think, it's not about tonight, because obviously when you're up 17 with 1 minute to go, you feel good.
Yeah.
But this is about when you're playing Barton, when you're playing Dodge City, when you're playing Hutch, when you're playing some of these great teams in the league. If you have a 4 or 5 point lead with 1.5 to go, you milk that clock.
Yeah.
You do not give the best teams in this league any extra seconds where they can, pump life back into them.
When you have the advantage in anything, you don't want to give your opponent a chance to come back, especially if it's free.
To put a sports analogy on it, when you have your opponent on the ropes, knock them out.
Yeah, knock them out, yeah. 'Cause you're here to win.
First one by Kimball was up, no good. Rebound Carroll, and clock was stopped. Oh, it's because it was a shooting foul.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great rebound by Chris. Just doesn't count.
I thought it was a shooting foul too, but everybody on the floor thought it was a 1-on-1.
I think Chris was just eager to get the rebound. See if he can get it here. Nope, second one's good by Kimball. 69-53.
Seward with the full court press right here.
This may be the final possession of the night for the Ravens. Kofer double teamed in the corner. Good trap here by Seward. And a timeout was taken. 1:01 to go. We'll stay here once again. Coach Herkelman used his final timeout.
It'll be half timeout.
69-53 our score. And like you said, Caden, we were tied at 50. We were tied at 49. And since then, a 20-4 run by the Ravens to close this out.
Yeah, Coffeyville just starting to run away with it early, and then Seward couldn't respond. And Coffeyville just capitalized. And now they're looking at a win here to go to 6-5 for their last home game before the break.
We'll pull up some scores from around the league. I'm sure we have a couple other guys' games going final here tonight. Obviously, the Ravens looking up at a couple teams in this league that they'll play coming out of the break, and Butler's going to beat Garden, it looks like 67-59 with 2 minutes to go. We also have Calia over Dodge, 76-55. Big second half by the Cali Tigers. And Barton beats Northwest Tech. Hutchinson up 6 on Cloud County. Griffith, handoff Kofer. Could be the final possession of the night for the Ravens. 45 seconds to go. 10 to shoot. Kofer, Jackson. Jackson fakes. Carroll thought about the shot, didn't take it. Now they'll milk more time, and a foul is called with 39 seconds left.
Intentional foul looked like one of those.
Something I will give credit to the Seward County coaching staff is, I always believe in first impressions. And we have all 3 members of that coaching staff in some suit jackets, some they look ready to compete tonight. This is a strong look by the Seward County coaching staff.
First shot goes in.
But as we've learned tonight, Cade, sometimes looks doesn't equal results.
Yeah.
Griffith, one more free throw here, and he got it. Ravens cross the 70-point plateau. 71-53, and nearly lost the ball there, did Olanai. Kimball attacking Jackson. Spin move, goes up, lays it in. Inbounds goes to Summers. Seward still playing press. Credit to them, they're playing until the final whistle. Summers, Carroll, and Carroll is fouled with 15 seconds to go.
I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but, with almost 20-point deficit.
And I know there's I can already hear some fans behind us kind of going, come on, like this game's over. But I do respect it. I mean, you play till the final whistle.
You got to respect it, but, sometimes.
First one for Carroll, no good.
Sometimes it's out of your reach. This might as well just, still be hustling, but.
Final free throw of the night for Chris Carroll is good. 15 seconds left. Seward brings it up. They'll probably have one more shot in their disposal tonight. The drive, the layup, good. With 10.4 to go. Inbounds goes to Summers. Summers trying to get rid of it. Up ahead to Carroll. Carroll will dribble, and that should do it. Ravens win it 72-57, the final. Coffeyville gets their second straight conference win over Seward County. And the Ravens back to 500 in Jayhawk Conference play. They will have one final game against Seminole State coming up on Saturday before the winter break. But, Kate, if you're the Red Ravens right now, you feel a whole lot better than you did a week ago.
Oh, yes, for sure. Coming before the winter break, 2 big wins today for the women's and men's basketball teams.
Ravens improved to 6-5 on the season, 3-3 in conference play. Seward County falls to 3-6 on the season and 1-4 in Jayhawk Conference play. Let's step away for 4 minutes. When we come back, we'll take a look at final stats. We'll hear from Coach Odom on the other side of the break. The Red Raven postgame show starts at 4 on US 98 and the Red Raven Sports Network.
Call NDB in Coffeyville and then relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
It's truck season at Roman Chevrolet. All 2023 Chevy Silverados qualify for 0% interest, no payments for 90 days, and $1,000 cash allowance for qualified buyers. We have a great selection of Silverados, and 2024 models are showing up daily. Roman Chevrolet will donate $5 to the American Cancer Society for every social media post shared. The goal is to donate $170,000. Test drive a new 2023 Chevy Silverado and check out the huge selection of pre-owned vehicles at Roman Chevrolet, 2313 West Main, Independence, your Silverado City.
When you need to rely on a nursing facility for the care of a loved one, wouldn't it be comforting to know that the owner is providing the care? Owner Stephanie Bean with Medical Lodges is proud to supply that tender care in Coffeyville. Skilled nursing services, rehabilitation, adult daycare, and much more are all offered. Visit medicallodges.com or stop by 2921 West 1st in Coffeyville and learn more. Medical Lodges Coffeyville, where they serve and enhance the lives of others with caring hands.
This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work. This is Community State Bank at work in our community. From kids' activities to school programs to funding home and business loans, every day Community State Bank is at work in our neighborhood. Whether you bank at Community State Bank or not, they're working for you every day. Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Avey, and at Community State Bank, we believe in Coffeyville.
You have a choice on where to go and who you want to be. Here at Coffeyville Community College, you can be you. We can make you workforce ready at one of our technical campuses, be a student athlete, join an honors program or an activity, have a voice with student government, and be involved with student life events. Our school believes in our red and white traditions, providing you with a quality education and preparing you for the next journey in life. Once you experience our campus, you know you've made the right choice. Let us help you make our story your story and become Raven proud.
If you could use a little help around the house, Windsor Place At-Home Care is the perfect solution for you. Their caregivers are prepared to help you with laundry, meals, housekeeping, shopping, and more. These helpful services are so reasonably priced, you can afford to pay for them yourself. In many cases, long-term care insurance or other sources provide assistance with the cost. Home is where the help is. Call Windsor Place At-Home Care, 800-982-1866.
Make your home more comforting with help from Derailed Commodity. Update your flooring with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. New furniture always brightens a home. We have a great selection of furniture, including sofa sets, recliners, and mattresses. Economy to premium, in stock and ready to brighten your home. Shop now at your local Derailed Commodity Flooring and Furniture, Brazelton in Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
This is Meat Mountain, and up there on the summit awaits the all-new Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. A heaping bowl filled with Mexican favorites and literally erupting with filet mignon. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl can be yours if you make it past Chuck Steak Canyon and the deadly sirloin abyss. Filet mignon beckons, my friend, on the meaty, mighty pinnacle of beefdom. The Filet-O-Lay Steak Bowl from Taco Mayo. Welcome to Meat Mountain.
Red Ravens get the win 72-57 over Seward County tonight. I'm Shane Jay Dowd with me. He did a great job filling in for Chris, by the way. You're natural at this thing, man. How about that? You know, I'm still upset that you didn't win Special Teams Player of the Week that last week of the season.
I didn't even get nominated.
I know, that's wild. But I'll tell you what, I'm nominating you for Color Commentator of the Night.
Color Commentator of the Night. I'll take it. I'll take it.
There you go. Let's look over final stats. Coach Odom on his way out here. Ravens end up shooting 43% from the field, 41% from three, 79% from the line. Ravens were led by 26 from Janai, so I did give him 2 bonus points. 14 from Carroll, 10 for CJ, 9 for Kofer, 7 for Griffith, and 4 for for Isaac Jackson. Isaac only had 7 rebounds tonight. That's kind of a slow night for him on the glass.
Yeah.
But a great night for the Ravens. They forced 15 turnovers. They hold Seward to just 32% in the second half. So defense really turned it on late in that game. But Ravens get to 6-5. Coach Odom ready to talk with us. Let's step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back with Coach Odom here on the Red Raven postgame show.
Relax. NDB can protect your assets and save you money. They represent numerous insurance companies so that they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB at 812 West 11th in Coffeyville. Call Ben Vietz at 620-251-1970 and relax.
Red Ravens win their second straight conference game, 72-57, and we're talking with the Red Raven assistant head coach, Jake Odom. And, Coach, your team in a dogfight for the first half and really the first 10 minutes of the second half, but went on a big 20-4 run late in that game to pull away. And, you know, for a young team that's had some ups, had some downs this year, that had to be great to see from the coaching staff that when when it came down to crunch time late, your team stepped up.
Yeah, we're growing when it comes to that. We've, struggled early offensively here in the conference. But if you guard guys, hold them under 60 points, it's always going to give you a chance to win. And I think after the start, they had a 9-0 run in the second half. In the next 10 minutes, I think we allowed, 8 points or so. So if we keep guarding like that, shots will fall, and, we'll get more wins along the way.
Coach, big night for Janai. He was feeling it all night long. 4 of 6 from 3, 4 of 8 from inside the arc, had 26 points and 4 rebounds. Obviously, we've talked about him before, but when he gets going, he is one of the best young scorers in this league.
Yeah, great night. We kind of been waiting on him to hit a few shots like that, but he carried us in the offensive end tonight. He had a third of our points, shot really well, and he limited his turnovers. I think he had 3 or 4 at halftime. He finished with 4, so he didn't turn the ball over too much in the second half, and he had a lot of usage, so he stepped up for us tonight.
Isaac, 4 points, 7 rebounds, but again, just a huge impact on the defensive end. 5 blocked shots. Was really dominating down low, and I joked in the pregame, Coach, and I said, Isaac may be listed as 6'7", but with that vertical and that athleticism, it's really like 7'1".
I don't know about that, but yeah, he's our anchor down there. He's the guy that talks the most. He's our communicator. He's our switch guy, and with 5 blocks, he's protecting the rim too. But that's what he does, and he's been doing that all year with us. It's surprising he only had 7 rebounds tonight because he's been on a streak of having over 10. But, he's our heart and soul, and, we kind of go how he goes. And, look forward to having 5 blocks next game, hopefully.
Well, and the toughness of him playing with that beat-up ankle too. He's had one heck of a ride this week. And another guy we talked about with Coach Herc before the game, Blessing Kimball, averaging 15 a game in conference play. He was one of their key returners from last year's team. Finished the day with 13.7 rebounds. He's one of those guys that it doesn't feel like you're ever going to take him out of a game, but you kept him in control for most of it.
Yeah, that dude's good. He was the main part of our scouting report, trying to figure out how to take him away, and he's an underrated passer, too. He had 4 assists tonight, 13.7 rebounds. I mean, that's just what he does, and there's no stopping that. He's going to get that. You just have to contain him. But, yeah, he's a heck of a player, and, he'll continue success after he leaves Seward.
Final thing, Coach, appreciate your time as always. Of course, we've talked about Chris when he's dropping 25 a night, but tonight got into some foul trouble, had 3 early in the second half. Came back in with about 8 minutes to go, hit a huge 3 to give you guys the lead, had a couple huge scores, had a couple huge stops, and speak on, I guess, his mental toughness, the fact that, I'm sure he was frustrated being in foul trouble, he was frustrated not being able to be out there in what was a really good back and forth game for a good portion of tonight, but he comes back in and he gives your team the spark that they need to kind of pull away at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and it's credit to him, he's kind of taking a back seat when guys are taking away his shot. He hasn't been trying to force it the last couple games, and he's been unselfish with that, and that's what we need. I mean, obviously he can score, and when defenses start to lighten up on him, he's going to have some more 20-point nights. But yeah, I mean, only taking 6 shots tonight. He was in some foul trouble, but that's unselfish, and you got to give credit to him. Still was able to finish up with 14 and 9, so he had a great game tonight too.
Well, going into the break at 3-3 in conference play feels a whole lot better than it did a week ago. So
no doubt about that.
Congratulations to you guys for the win over Seward tonight. Best of luck against Seminole coming up on Saturday. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Cade, appreciate you joining me tonight. Had a ton of fun. And any final thoughts before we put a bow on this one?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, it was good games for both teams. I really enjoyed being out here, and want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Absolutely. Big thanks to Andrew Elrod. Big thanks to JB as well. Always holding it down up there. Big thanks to you, buddy. We'll be back at it, of course, coming up after break here from Nellis Hall. We will have the Seminole game on US 98 on Saturday, but we'll be back at it with our Red Raven Sports Network setup in the new year. I'm excited. I get to go home and see my family for a little bit, get a couple weeks off. So Red Ravens looking good heading into the break, and we had a lot of fun here tonight at Nellis Hall. For Cade Dowden to my right, big thanks to Nick Bryan back in the studio as well. Big thanks to Andrew and his team. I'm Shane Neal saying so long from Nellis Hall, where the Ravens get a doubleheader sweep over Seward County. We'll talk to you next time.